Hi, Sensei Franck from House of Champion. Today we're going to work on attack from close guard, on how to break your opponent's arm from supine position. Okay. First off, happy Easter and happy Passover to my friends here in the Los Angeles area and all around the world. Okay, so let's start. So, quick reminder on the main features of the guard. Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm able to control my opponent posture with my legs and my hand. Okay? Close guard is when I cross my feet. Open guard, this is when my feet are uncrossed and I can use my legs in order to manage the distance or to move away, to sweep. I mean, there is a whole world in the open guard attack. Okay? So now, back to close guard. This is going to be the situation where my opponent is actually putting his hand on my chest, either to push himself away, or maybe sometimes to attack my neck, or other attacks that he can do from here, okay? My goal here is to maintain his posture down, okay? So, but once again, it depends on his reaction, okay? So, hands on my chest, and make sure that I control the head and control the arm, okay? So I'm going to go over the movement once, and then I'm going to break down the details, okay? So let's go over the steps. So, close guard, I control my opponent posture. Head control, arm control, okay? My goal is to bring his arm to the center line, okay? If the arm is a little bit on the outside, I can use my other leg to bring the arm, or I can switch my hands, swim inside and get the elbow inside, okay? Because I'm going to attack, this is the arm that I want, okay? So, now that I have head control, arm control, I need to get my angle. I need to get a little bit to the side. So, for this, I need to put my foot on the hip, push against the hip, and get my angle. And you see that when I get my angle, I still control his posture, okay? Because I'm going to remove my head control. So I need to switch the posture control with another limb, with my leg, okay? Because from here, I'm going to push the head away and step over. Okay, so here this is posture control number 1, posture control number 2. I control the head, okay? And now my hand is going to come to the arm 2 on 1, 2 hands on 1. Good control, back heel heavy on the head and bring the hips up. Sometimes he can collapse, so I can still finish. Once again, Bob, hands on my chest. Okay, I just want to make sure that I control his head. I can bring the arm to the center with this hand, but I can also switch my hand. The main idea is to get arm to the center, okay? If I can get the arm past the center line, that's even better, okay? But doesn't only happen how I want this to happen, okay? So, control. So I like personally to switch to have a cross control here, okay? So head control, swim inside, cut the elbow tricep, step on the hip, and push myself against the hip in order for me to see this side of the head here, okay? So I get my angle almost like perpendicular. Heavy on the back, here, okay? So, push the head out and step over the head. And step as close as you can, okay? Don't open wide. Just make sure that you maintain control. And in order to maintain control when you go from one step to the next, is to get friction. Friction and bite over the head. 2 on 1 on the arm, heavy heel, and bring the hip up, hips up. Let's switch side. Bob, hands on my chest. Okay, so head control, arm control from the inside, cup the elbow. Maintain the posture down. Get my angle. Okay. Switch my head control from my hand with my leg. Okay, so here, that's a good example of what might happen. You know, he might be able to strike. Keep this arm out. Okay? Go back to this one, break. Okay, there will be an option for this arm as well, okay? It's not something that happened, but that will be later on, okay? So, a key detail when you step over the head and when you step over the body, there is a slight adjustment that needs to be done in order to get more power on breaking this posture, okay? So, head control, arm control, foot on the hip, break the posture, step over. So when I back heel, I don't want to get my toes to the ceiling. I want to get my toes pointed down like ballerina feet, okay? It's pretty stylish, but it really reinforces the bite. Very important, okay? So just make sure that you bite toes down, all right? 2-on-1, heavy here, lift the hips. Okay? So on my own, sorry, it's pretty heavy. So here, close guard, okay? Head control, arm control. So you can bring the elbow with this hand, the outside hand, or you can switch, okay? Head control, which is actually called the collar tie, you know, inside hand, cupping, and bring the elbow in the middle here, okay? So this one on the hip, get your angle, heavy, ballerina foot, here, boom. Push the head, rub, second step, ballerina foot as well. 2-on-1, heavy here, and lift the hip. And this is going to break, okay? So, when you train, just make sure that who's on top, start early, okay? And who's in the bottom, you have to go slow and methodical, okay? So don't break each other's arm. This is it, okay? So Armbar from the guard, Sensei Franck from House of Champion. Enjoy. Os.